So this assignment is for the advanced students. What we're going to do is we're going to go a little bit deeper into the lamb to the slaughter story. Let me explain what you're going to do here. Okay, so you're going to choose one of the following writing prompts based on the short story Lamb to the Slaughter. Here's the story here. You're going to answer the writing prompt in at least one well-written paragraph. I do want to say if you are analyzing this and you come across, if you're talking about more than one story element or more than one example, you may want to write a paragraph for each element or each example. So the first writing prompt, examine the elements of the story Lamb to the Slaughter that make it a black comedy. So in other words, what story elements make Lamb to the Slaughter a black comedy? Step one, research what a black comedy is. You don't have to write it down here. You just, if you want to, absolutely. If that helps you, feel free. Okay, if you have a notebook that you write notes in, or if you just want to open a Word document and put notes, that's totally up to you, but you need to know what a black comedy is. I'm not expecting you to put that here, but I encourage you to do so if you need to. Step two, research what story elements are. To remind yourself. Step three, research at least two story elements that make Lamb to the Slaughter a black comedy. Step four, write your paragraph and make sure you use information from the story to support your topic, sentence, and other statements. So, for example, if you write, you want to, rewrite the prompt. So the prompt is examine the elements of the story Lamb to the Slaughter that make it a black comedy. So you would say, there are two major story elements that make Lamb to the Slaughter a black comedy. One is, and the other is, okay? Then you would start with the, whatever the first one is, you would say something like, or the author uses the story elements blank to show, blah, blah, blah. For example, he writes, blah, blah, blah. We see how this is black comedy because, so you can use that. Like if you just want to use this as, a helpful way to write it, feel free, and then you would do the next one. You would say something like, another story element that the author uses to make Lamb to the Slaughter a black comedy is, for example. Okay, and so that's something, it's just a suggestion on how to write it. Okay, and then the second writing prompt, how does Dahl, which is the author, use irony to bring humor to the plot? In other words, how does the author use irony to make the story humorous? Okay, and you did touch a little bit on this, okay, in one of your assignments, but you could just expand on it, okay? And again, you would just answer it. You always want to answer the question specifically to focus your writing and to be clear on that the person who is grading your writing, which would be me, knows that you understand this is exactly what you need to answer. So you would say something like, Dahl uses irony to bring humor to the plot. Or you would say, no, you would say, there are, numerous ways, something like numerous ways Dahl uses irony to bring humor to the plot. The first way is, I mean, this is just an example, you know, a suggestion. Or you could say something like, something like that. So just, use your best judgment and contact me with questions. Again, it should be a strong, well-written paragraph. Remember to punctuate. Use periods at the end of sentences. Do not capitalize. I'm sorry, do not use just the letter U for you. Make sure that you proofread. Thank you.